Assalamu alaikum student. Well, my name is Muhammad Ali, lecturer mathematics, Army Degree College, Mali. Now, student, today we discuss the remaining question of exercise 1.4. In last lecture, we discussed the limit. What is one-sided limit? What is the continuity of a number? Continuity at a number, or what is continuous function, or what is discontinuous function? Today, we are solving the questions of continuity. So student, in question number 3 here we have a piecewise function. This type of function is called a piecewise function. Student, first you have to clear the concept about this function. Student, for all those values which is less than equals to minus 2, and student, remember it, in this interval minus 2 is including, because less than and equals to, less than and equals to mean minus 2, and all the previous entries which are less than minus 2 are including in this interval. And for all those element which is less than minus 2, we have a function 3x. Similarly in next minus 2 and 2, the interval minus 2 and into 2, for all those values which lie between this interval, we have a function x square minus 1. And similarly student, for all those values which is greater than 2 or equals to 2, for we have a function directly 3. So student, we can solve this piecewise function. Basically we can check the continuity at x equals to 2 and x equals to minus 2. First we check the continuity at x equals to 2, and then we check the continuity at x equals to 2 by x equals to minus 2. Student, for x equals to 2, the given function has a 3 parts. Since x square minus 1 is valid for x less than equals to 2. So student, firstly we solve for x equals to 2. It means we have to check three things for continuity of the function. First we find the left hand limit and right hand limit, then we find the value of the function at the given point. Then if the left hand limit and the right hand limit are equal to the value of the function, then the function is continuous. If each of any of one of this limit, yeah, any of one of these condition not satisfied, then it is a discontinuous function. So student, start a solution. The given function has a 3 parts. Since x square minus 1 is valid for x less than equals to 2, so for left hand limit we shall use the function x square minus 1. So student, for left hand limit, it means we can approach toward the 2 from negative side. It means नेगेटिव साइड से हमें कहाँ अप्रोच करना है, 2 पे. सो स्टूडेंट, थर्स लिमिट x अप्रोचेस टू 2 फ्रॉम negative side, f of x equals to limit x approaches to 2 from negative side. Student, if he approaches from 2 from negative side, it means from 2 less than 2, we can approach from negative side toward 2. So we use this interval because all these values lie in this interval. So here we have the function x square minus 1. So that's why we use this function limit x approaches to 2 from negative side, x square minus 1. Then apply limit, then we put 2 in the replacement of x, then 2 square minus 1 equals to 4 minus 1, then we get 3. Since 3 is valid for x greater than 2, so for right hand limit we shall use f of x equal to 3. Student, first we take 2 from negative side, so this is lie in this interval. Now we take 2 from positive side, it means all the values are positive. So for all the values are positive or greater than 2, we use this interval, and the function of this interval is 3. So that's why here we take f of x equals to 3. Thus limit x approaches from 2 positive, f of x equals to limit x approaches from 2 from positive, the given function is 3 equals to, then student, here is no x, the value of x, so that's why we not substitute the value of x in the function, so it is equals to 3. So student, now we find the limit at x approaches to 2. So limit x approaches to 2, f of x equals to 3. And student, how can we recognize that for to exactly what function we have. So student, here we have given that positive 2 included in this interval, and the function of this interval is 3, so we can directly write it as 3. So limit x approaches to 2, f of x equals to 3. It is also given that f of 2 equals to 3. So this shows that limit x approaches to 2, f of x equals to f of 2. So the given function is continuous at x equals to 2. Or you can simply see that if you approach from negative side, the limiting value is 3. If you approach from positive side, the limiting value is 3. Then both the left hand and right hand limit are same. It means two conditions satisfied. And what is the value of the function? And the value of the function is also 3. It means both left hand limit and right hand limit and value of the function are same. So all three conditions are satisfied. It means function is continuous. So for next part, x equals to -2 we discuss in the next slide. Students, similarly we check the continuity of function for x equals to -2. Since 3x is valid for x less than equals to -2, so for left hand limit we shall use f of x equals to 3x, because for all those values which is less than -2 we have an interval and the function is 3x. So limit x approaches from -2 but from negative side, so we indicate this negative sign indicates that we approaches from negative side. So limit x approaches from -2 from negative side, then the function 3x. Then in next step we substitute the value of x, and what is x? X equals to -2, so 3 into -2 equals to -6. Similarly, x square -1 is valid for all those values which is greater than -2. It means for right hand limit we shall use x square -1. So student, limit x approaches from -2 but from positive side or right hand side, so we indicate plus sign indicate we approaches from positive side. So limit x approaches to -2 from positive side, x square -1. Then in next step we substitute the value in the replacement of x, and x is equals to -2. Then the square of -2 is 4 and -1, then we get 3. Student, you can see that if we approach from -2 from negative side we get -6, and we approaches from -2 from positive side the limiting value is 3. So student, left hand limit and right hand limit are not equal. So student, I can told you previously that if any of one condition is not satisfied, then the function is discontinuous. So student, we can write limit x approaches from -2, then the f of x equals to -6, and limit x approaches from -2 but from positive side, f of x equals to 3. So limit approaches from positive side and negative sides are not equal. So limit x approaches to -2, f of x does not exist, or so function is discontinuous at x equals to -2. Now student, similarly you can solve question number 2. In question number 2 you have to check the function is continuous or not. You can similarly follow the same way. If you face any query or any problem, then you can ask me on my WhatsApp number or private number. Now student, question number 4. Now student, what is question number 4? Find C, and find C that f of x is continuous at x equals to -1 or limit x approaches to -1 f of x is. Student, what is mean by this term or this condition? It's mean limit x approaches from -1. It's mean we have to find left hand limit and right hand limit. It's mean it is exist and equal. It is given that it is also continuous at x equals to -1. Both are same thing. It means the function is continuous. Continuous mean left hand limit and right hand limit exist and are equal. So students, start with the solution. Here we also have a piecewise function for all those values which are less than -1 or -1. Then we have a function x plus 2, and for all those values which are x greater than -1 we have a function c plus 2. Here students, c is a constant term. So start with the solution. Firstly we find the right hand limit. So we approaches from -1 but from positive side. We have a function c plus 2. From where we can recognize, you can see that in the given function for x greater than -1 we have a function c plus 2. Now student, in next step you can apply limit. So student, in this function there is no other value of x. So after applying limit, the function remain same, c plus 2. Now students, similarly for x approaches from -1 but from left hand limit, but from negative side, we have a function limit x approaches to -1 but from negative side. What we have a function x plus 2. Here you can see that for -1 and less than -1 we have a function x plus 2. So we write it as x plus 2. Now put the limit, replace x by -1, then -1 plus 2 is equal to 1. So student, we find the both left hand limit and right hand limit. Now student, according to the given condition, as f of x is continuous at x equals to -1, student, it means continuous at x equals to -1, both limit exist. Limit exist mean left hand and limit and right hand limit exist and are equal. So we can use this condition, limit x approaches to -1 from positive side, f of x equals to minus x, limit x approaches to -1 from negative side, f of x are both equal, and the limiting value of this limit from positive side is c plus 2 and the limit from negative side is 1. So after simplifying this, we get c equals to 1. And student, what we find in the question, we also find the value of c. So here we can find the value of now c. We discuss the question number 5. Question number 5 is also similar, somewhat similar. We find the value of m and n so that the given function is continuous. Now we find the value of n for which the given function become continuous. So here we also given as a piecewise function. For all values which is less than 3, we have a function mx, and the value which is x equals to 3, we have a function n, and for all those values which is greater than 3, we have a -2x plus 9. So start with the solution. Simply student, we check the limit at x equals to 3. Firstly we find left hand limit, secondly find right hand limit, and then find the value of the function. So students, start with the solution. We shall use the given function f of x is a 3-part, since mx is valid for x less than 3. Also you can see that in the question for x less than 3 we have a function mx, and it indicates the approaches from negative side or left hand side. So limit x approaches from -3 but from negative side, f of x equals to limit x approaches from 3 from, if the function is mx, then we substitute the value of x in the function, then it become a 3m. Now student, for right hand limit -2x plus 9 is valid for x greater than 3. So for right hand limit we shall use f of x equals to -2x plus 9, or you can see that in the function for all those values which is greater than 3. Greater than 3 means all values are positive. So we have a function -2x plus 9. So here we can write -2x plus 9. So limit x approaches from -3 but from positive side. Positive indicate that we approaches from positive side or right hand side. And student, limit x approaches to 3, -2x plus 9. Then student, apply the limit, then replace x by 3, then -2 into 3 is -6 plus 9 equals to 3. Now student, since it is given that function is continuous, it is given that function is continuous, so it will also be continuous at x equals to 3, and limit must be exist. Continuous mean limit must be exist at that given value or at that given number. So here we have a 3, so limit must exist at x equals to 3. So limit x approaches from -3 from negative side and limit x approaches from -3 from positive side, both are equal. Why we use this condition? Because it is given that function is continuous at x equals to 3 and its limit exists. Limit exists mean both left hand limit and right hand limit are equal. So for left hand limit we get 3m and for right hand limit we get 3. So after simplification, 3 and 3 cancel out, then m equals to 1. Now since limit x approaches from -3, f of x equals to limit x approaches from -3 from negative side, and limit equals to limit x approaches from -3 from positive side. It means the function is continuous. That's why we can write all these terms. Yani ki limit x approaches from -3 means from approaches from negative side and from approaches to positive side. So limit approaches from x approaches from -3, f of x equals to 3. It is also given that f of 3 equals to n. student, in the given function you have seen that for exactly x equals to 3 we have direct the function n, so that's why we can write here f of 3 equals to n. So the continuity at x equals to 3, student, 3 is implies that f of 3 equals to limit x approaches from minus 3 f of x, and student you can student, we know that, and for this we have a and f of 3 equals to 3, so the value of n is 3. Student, I repeat once again, in first part we have to find the value of m from left hand limit and right hand limit, and then compare it, then we get the value of m. But student, the third condition we do not use. So for finding the value of n we use the third condition. What is the third condition? We find the value of the function at that point. It means at x equals to 3, and student, it is given that in the function at x equals to 3 we have a direct n, so that's why we can write f of 3 equals to limit x approaches from minus 3 and f of x, the given function is n, so that's why we can write n equals to 3. Now student, question number 6. Question number 6 is f of x equals to square root of 2x plus 5 minus square root of x plus 7 divided by x minus 2, and x not equals to 2. And in next part, k when x equals to 2. Student, for all those values which is x equals to 2 we have a function direct k, and for all those values which is not equals to 2 we have a function this. Student, here what we find the value of k, so that f is continuous at x equals to 2. Student, we find the value of k, and given condition is function is continuous at x equals to 2. So student, start the solution. It is given f of 2 equals to k, because at x equals to 2 what we have the function k, so we can write it here. Now student, we find the value of the function at 2. So limit x approaches to 2 f of x equals to limit x approaches to 2 f of x equals to this. Student, what happened if we put directly 2 in this function? If we put 2 here, then 2 into 2 4, 4 plus 5 9, and 2 plus 2 is 7, then root 9 minus root 9 0, and if we put 2 in denominator, 2 minus 2 is 0, then it is become a 0 upon 0 form or indeterminate form. It means in mathematical term the solution of this type of function does not exist, so we can rationalize it. So what we can do, we can rationalize this function. So for rationalization we take conjugate of this term. After conjugating this term, we apply in numerator the formula of a square minus b square equals to a plus b and a minus b. So here we have a plus b and a minus b. Then we can close into the form of a square into b square. Then root and square are cancelled out, and in denominator we multiply these terms. So after simplification, student, we get this term, and x minus 2 and x minus 2 is cancelled out. Further we discuss in next slide. So student, after cancellation we get this term limit x approaches to 2 1 upon square root of 2x plus 5 plus square root of x plus 7. Now we apply the limit. Check that either the function not become the indeterminate form or become indeterminate form. So apply limit 2 into 2 4 plus 5 square root 9, and 2 plus 2 plus 7 equals to square root 9. Then 1 upon square root 9 plus square root 9 means the root of square root 9 is 3, and similarly the root of square root 9 is 3, so 3 plus 3 is 6. Then limit x approaches to 2, the given function at x equals to 2 is 1 upon 6. Now student, we according to the given condition, function is continuous at x equals to 2. It means function exists, limit exists, and both value of the function and the limiting value of the function exist and equal. So we can write limit x approaches to 2 f of x equals to f of 2. And student, in starting we have written as f of 2 equals to k, and we find the value of limit x approaches to f of x is 1 over 6. So we get the value of k, though the value of k is 1 over 6. Student, if you have any question regarding this presentation, then you can directly ask me on my WhatsApp or on my private number. Thank you student for your attention. Inshallah on tomorrow next lecture we will discuss the exercise 1.5.